modality values, modality in the clause where it appears, where the models appears in the sentence, and then let's move for the step by step to analyze mood. Let's classify the sentence by each of words. What is the mood? What is the mood adjunct or a subject or finite, and what else? Uh, and and then we move into the from mood to theme, the connecting interpersonal and textual meaning, and what is a theme, the definition of theme, the definition of theme, and theme in the different clauses types, and then there is a types of theme and theme, multiple in a complex sentence, and theme progression patterns, theme rhyme and cohesion and practice, and then the final is the final conclusion. So let's we move to into the holidays. Now, let's move into the what is the mood, the definition of mood in the systemic functional linguistic. Mood is the grammatical system used to realize interpersonal meaning, particularly in the exchange of information between speaker and listener. And then mood indicates the social function of a clause in interaction, whether it gives information, like gives information, request information, stats, ask, comments, or offer something like that. So if we next, there is a the I mean the not the diagram, the table, like showing how to read the system as semantic system of a speech functions, like show it in the holidays book, that the holidays mood speech function is divided into the four function. The first one is the statement, question, a comment, and then the last is the offer. So Holiday said the principal grammatical systems realizing the clauses as exchange is mood. Okay. So we have to know about the sentence, not just only sentence, but uh, it can give to exchange the information between the our conversation, maybe in the text or conversation. So okay, let's talk about the structure of the mood itself. Okay, the first one, it's very simple. It's very simple. So we name it mood element. The mood element is divided into the three main part. The first one is subject, finite, and then the residue. Okay, when the subject itself about a nominal group, the clause is about a basis of the argument. It means in the simple explanation in the subject itself, like the girl, my teacher, he, she, I, you. That is a subject. We already know about it, and then let's move into the second part. That's called finite. The finite is the verbal operator expressing tenses, modality, or polarity. When, for example, like is, was, will, might, doesn't. Now, it can change. The finite itself will also known as the model, like some common model like will, would, may, and then what else? Could, can, and many of things on the model. And the last part is the residue. The residue, they have everything after the mood. They are a predicator, and then a complement, and then the mood adjunct, and then so many else that can explain it later. So, like for example, eat the cake now in the kitchen, and then quickly. That is a residue. Residue, it appears after the finite itself. Okay. Next, that is the type of mood in English by Holidays. Told us about the types of mood. There are six types. Okay, there are the six type moods in English. The first one is declarative. Declarative, in the mood structure, it consists of subject to and finite. And then the function, the communicative function, is to giving information like and we also know about the statement. For example, like she is reading. Okay, so the subject is she, the finite it is, and the residue is reading. And then let's move into the next part, next types. There is a yes or no interrogative. Yeah, it consists of finite and subject. The function is asking for the confirmation or the questions, like is she reading, and in the declarative and the declarative mode, subject first, and then the finite, and the after the subject is finite, and when the yes no interrogative is finite first, and then a subject, and the rest of after that is the residue. And then there are WH interrogative, which means that the WH elements like what, when, who, where, why, how, plus the subject or the finite. The communicative function is to asking for the specific information, like what are you reading? Okay. The next one is the imperative. Now, the imperative in the mood structure, it is there is no subject. I mean, the implicit subject. There is a there has a subject, but in imperative, the subject is disappear. But I mean gimana ya? Secara tidak langsung, tetapi subjeknya itu ada gitu. Like a comment or the request, like for example, like close the door. What is the subject? Subjeknya itu apa? Ya kita bisa tahu subjeknya itu adalah kamu,
You.
karena kita menyuruh
You
dengan
close
dia
the door.
kamu, you, okay. And then next is the offer. The offer untuk menawarkan. The mode structure, it consists for the subject and the modality and the modal, like shall, would, will, and the communicative function is for the offering goods or the services. Shall I, for example, like shall I help you? Okay, and then the last type is a minor clause. There is no mood structure in the mood structure itself, but it has a communicative function like the exclamation or the greetings, like oh no, oh hello, like goodbye. This is something like that. Okay, so next move into the interpersonal elements beyond mood. Okay, so what is the interpersonal
Di mana?
elements beyond mood? It means that we talked earlier about the subject, the finite, and then the residue. The interpersonal elements beyond mood, it means that it in the residue there are some elements like mood adjunct and comment adjunct, and then the vocative, and then the polarity. Okay, what is exactly mean about it? Like a mood adjunct is the function to show it to probability, like a probability, usuality, and then a time. For example, like probably, usually, or never, or we can say that as not as it's for polarity. Okay, and then the next is the comment adjunct. A comment adjunct is show function about the attitude itself. For example, like unfortunately, frankly. Okay. Next is the vocative. The vocative is for the calling attention, like mom, sir, or Mister, and maybe the names also, like hey, Mr. Toto, and Mr. Toto itself. That's a vocative because I am calling someone to catch their attention. And then the last elements is a polarity. A polarity shows that it becomes a positive or the negative sentence in general, like she is reading. The polarity is positive. Okay, and then what if we change it about she is not reading? The polarity is
Negative.
negative. Okay, so okay, next. What is the modality system? In systemic functional linguistics, the modality system is the grammar used to express the speaker's attitude, judgment, or degree of certainty, rather than stating something as simply true or false. The modality shows how a speaker positions themselves towards what they are saying, whether they are certain, uncertain, obligating, permitting, or willing. And systemic functional linguistic, the modality belongs to the interpersonal meaning of the language. Okay, so yeah, there is so much discussion about explanation that I share about all of you in these meetings. Uh, there are four modality system in the systemic functional linguistic that call a modality type. Okay, there are four types of modality. The first one is the probability, and then a usuality, obligation, and inclination. When the probability, it means that the speaker judgment about how likely something is. And then what is the how to realize it? How to realize the meaning, like where it shows like showed with the words may, might, and must. And then in the probability, possibility, and perhaps. For example, she might come later, or he is probably tired about it. That just shows the probability. It comes yeah, true or false, and it can happen or not. There's something like that. And then usuality. The meaning, what it expresses about the usuality is how frequently an event usually happens. And typical linguistic markers which concern about the words always, usually, often, seldom, rarely, and sometimes. So for the example, he usually wakes up early, or they sometimes forget about it. They shows how the frequently, how many times that doing something. Okay, next for the obligation. The obligation is the degree of requirement, duty, or necessity. Okay, the typical linguistic markers, it shows when it show the words must, should, have to, ought to, and need to. For example, the students must be on time. And another example is you should study. And the last type of modality is inclination. It shows that the speaker's willingness, desire, or intention. Like we focus on the markers, the words like will, would, want to, ready to, eager to. For examples, I will help you, or she wants to join. Okay. Next is the modality values. Okay, the strength levels. And in a model value, there is three kinds of model value that we should concern about it. When the high model value is its strength, strong obligation, or the high certainty, like the words like must, need to, certainty, and always. So for the meaning is the speaker show strong commitment or necessity. When I said you must come on time, you must come on time, not late. There are two strong statements that you must to do it. If you cannot do that, that is nothing about it. Okay. Then the next model value is the median. The median is like a social. The strength is moderate probability or obligation. It's not like will, would, should, usually. When we speak in the for example I mean the meaning in a median the speaker show the medium level certainty or intention for example you should take the S2 level for your study. It can show that saran seperti saran, uh, like you can do or not. That is possible if it possible when you can do it or not. And then next model value is low model value, like a weak probability or obligation. It comes like show the words like the might, sometimes, and perhaps. The speakers, when the speaker expresses possibility but low certainty. Yeah, I mean, I can explain it in bahasa, if you know. Jadi ketika di low model value ini, uh, ketika si pembicaranya itu berbicara kepada kita, itu agak bisa dibilang seperti ada kemungkinan, ya kemungkinannya itu terjadinya itu sangat kecil, berbeda dengan tadi median dan juga high. Kalau high kan tadi harus benar-benar kudu wajib seperti itu, sedangkan median kan boleh diikuti atau boleh tidak. Dan sedangkan kalau low mungkin ya bisa didengar atau tidak, ya it's up to you. Ketika kamu mau ini, itu bakal terjadi atau enggak, ya it's terserah itu.
Nah, anak kade, anak acara.
Explain. Is it will?
No, the finite is the modality is
Will.
the modal will. Yeah, and the predicator is
Explain.
explain.
Okay, that's
And the
great, Mr. Toto.
Okay, that's great, Mr. Toto. And compliment for the rest of the compliment.
What about the compliment?
The lesson.
What about the
The
compliment?
compliment is the
The lesson?
The
the
lesson.
lesson.
Good.
That's
And the
great.
adjunct is
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay, let's
Tomorrow.
analyze what type of this sentence.
Is it
So what about the mood type?
declarative? Is it declarative?
Declarative. Wow.
Okay, good, Mr. Toto. Amazing. That's a declarative. What is the speech function of this sentence?
It's information, informative. Is it? Or giving?
It's a statement.
Okay, good. That is a statement. The give for the giving information. So when we analyzing mood in this sentence, we'll classify the each of words into these types like subject, there is a finite, predicator, a complement, and mood adjunct itself. And after we analyze each of words and we decided to analyze it, what is the mood type and the speech function of this mood analysis? Okay, so
Okay, let's go to the practice here. Wow.
okay, let's go.
Come on, everybody.
Okay, wow.
Come on, let's join.
Okay, let's join us about identify the mood type, the subject of it, and
Come on. I think
mood
it's gonna
adjunct
be very fun.
in each
It's gonna be
class.
fun. Come on.
Okay,
Miss Dwiworo, maybe? Miss Dwiworo, everybody? Miss Hida?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
Come on, ayo, come on. Let's practice
okay, come on,
together.
come on. So for the number one, perhaps the government should reconsider its digital literacy policy. What is the
Yeah.
mood type first? Hello.
What is the mood type?
What is the mood type? Go. We decided the mood type
Adi, Bunur,
first.
you may go back.
The
You
mood
may go
type.
back to the previous slides. Show it. A kind of mood type.
Okay.
Yeah, help your friends.
Okay.
Help your friends.
Oh, okay, maybe we need to
Mood
go back,
type.
Mr.
Okay. Mood
Yeah.
type.
One minute think, and then after that you go back to
Yeah.
the quiz.
Okay.
Enough?
It's only 1 minute then.
Enough?
Okay.
Okay.
Enough.
Can I
Enough,
please
yes.
may I try me?
So
Everyone take
let's
photo ya, nah?
Miss
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dwiworo. She wants
Miss
to try.
Diwaro. Okay. Miss Diwaro.
Objection for
What kind of mood is what?
clarity.
Up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Declarative.
Yes, that's right. That's declarative.
That's right.
How about
Yeah.
subject? Subject.
The subject should be the government.
The government,
And we
of
have
course.
Good.
the
That.
yes.
How about the
the
finite?
modality. The modality
finite.
we have here is the should. Is that correct?
Okay.
The,
Yes.
the medal.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And
What about the predicator?
reconsider as the predicator.
Okay, good.
Predicator. That's great. Okay, that's good. How
That's
about the
great.
mood adjunct?
Good adjunct.
Should be
Yes,
perhaps.
that's great.
Okay.
Wow.
Probability.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, give a applause for the Miss Diwaro.
Right?
Okay. Well, that's totally great. That's
Okay,
totally
what about
correct.
number two? Come on.
What about
Mr. Toto,
number two?
maybe Mr. Toto, you're the man. Come on.
Let's
another student, I think. Okay. Okay, let me try then. Just why did the student
Okay.
resist the new assessment system? Okay. This is kind of a question word, right? A question or interrogative,
W?
yeah. WH question. WH
Yes,
question.
WH
Question word.
question.
WH question.
This is
What
WH team.
So the mood type is WH interrogative.
question.
Okay.
Or question word. Yeah, okay. WH team is
Yes.
why.
Mhm.
The
WH
subject
team is
is
why?
Yes, that's great.
the subject is the students.
Okay, good, great.
The
And what-
student.
and
Okay,
What
what
about
is
the
the
finite?
finite? What about the finite?
finite is it did? Sorry,
Yes, that's
Yes,
great.
okay.
did
And the predicator.
resist?
Yeah.
Right?
You're the
Good,
man, Mister.
good.
Oh, that's great.
What about
Okay,
Mutterjang?
what
What
about
about
number
the
3?
jang?
Maybe Miss Sylvia, Miss Hida.
Try. Okay, I got the prize, right? Prize. What about Mutterjang in this case?
Okay, what about the jang?
This is perhaps
Mutterjangnya belum ya?
there is no Mutterjang here. What is that? Is it new? New?
what is
Is
the
it new?
Yeah.
Assessment system.
I think the
Okay, like
why
the
is also function as an adjunct.
the functional.
Mutterjang. Okay. I think the
Okay.
reason.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
What about
Okay,
number
what about
3?
number 3? Come on.
Number
Everybody,
3?
please.
May I?
I think it's gonna be fun.
Okay, please submit your revised proposal before Friday.
Comment.
Please submit. Okay, wait.
So maybe we can answer this together, Miss Dwi Waro.
Yes.
I think you just turn on your
Okay.
microphone.
Okay,
One minute, okay, it's no problem. I know that. I know this is
So
the
the
thing.
most
Come
time
on.
should be imperative since please submit means that you give instructions, right? So imperative and
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
your baby. For number,
Uh-huh.
this one is
Imperative.
Yeah.
This one is
Imperative.
imperative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the subject
correct.
is
I think
because
it's
this is the adjunct.
please, right? For the mood adjunct.
Please.
Please.
The
Please.
adjunct is. Wait.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay, let's go back.
Mod adjunct.
Mood adjunct. Go back.
That's a modality type. Show the probability, utility, obligation, or inclination. Oh no. Mod adjunct. Nah.
Mood adjunct itu kan probability.
That's agree.
Yes,
time,
degree, probably,
never.
always, never.
So
Degree.
Okay, so
The time, also time before.
okay, let's
Time.
go back to the
before.
problem.
okay, let's okay.
Also mentioning time
What is
then.
the
Before.
yeah? The mod adjunct is
Before, yeah, before mentioning time.
before.
Before Friday. Before Friday.
Yes. Before Friday. So adjunct is
Okay.
time. Okay. What about the number 4?
That's right. Number 4. Come on.
The lecturers
Subject.
will define
Maybe the other-
following.
Others, yes,
a subject. The lecturer a subject.
The mod type first, Miss.
Mood
What
type.
is the mod type?
Most type.
Mood type.
Subject is the what is the subject for this one? Or the mood one? The mood type
The mod
is
type is
Declarative.
okay.
Mood type.
What is your answers? Mod type is
the denied is the I think there is no
lecturers will.
Declarative.
Lecturers will.
Declarative. Declarative.
Declarative.
Declarative.
What about the subject?
yes, that's right.
What about the
Subjectnya
subject?
the
What is the
lecturer.
predicator? The subjectnya
Subjectnya the lecturer.
the predicator. Hater?
Like the predicator.
The predicator.
Predicate.
Finite first. Finite first.
Finite first.
Haternya itu
Finite
evaluate.
Finite.
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 Oh, finite,
Yeah,
finite.
Finite
Finite
first.
apa finite?
Finite apa?
Will.
Finite-nya will.
Okay. And what is predicator?
Predicatornya evaluate.
Evaluate. What is the
Evaluate.
type mood adjunct?
Mood adjustnya
Probability, usuality, or
Definitely.
definitely.
definitely. Definitely.
Definitely. Okay, definitely. That's great, Miss Hida.
Definitely.
That's great. All of you to analyze it.
Before going to the next
Yeah.
slide, I want you to go back to the number 3. Number 3, please take
Okay.
your deep attention, especially for the finite and the predicator. Don't you find the finite here? You have the finite or not? Number 3.
Number 3.
Yes. Do you think you don't find the finite?
Finite.
Okay, how about she loves
I think
me
number-
very much?
Number three.
Number
You
3.
go back to the number 3. Number 3. Do
Let's
you
submit.
don't you find? Okay, so I find the finite. I see the finite here. I can find the finite here. So which one is finite?
Submit.
No.
Did sir? Did?
Oh, okay. Okay, submit is the predicator. You don't you don't have the finite here.
Would
Oh, yeah.
will.
There is no will.
This one is in
There is no
parentheses.
will. There is no
Exclusive.
will in this sentence. Please submit
This one is in
your
parentheses.
revised proposal. Sorry.
Because
in
this one
parentheses.
is imperative.
And there is no finite in here.
Okay. I still find it. I still find the finite here.
Okay.
Okay, well, you may break down when. Okay, this way. Please break down this way. She loves me so much. Which one is the subject?
She
She
See,
she
What is the predicator?
loves
loves.
loves.
No,
Love.
no.
love me.
Love.
No.
Love only.
Love only, not S.
Lovely.
The finite.
Finite-nya S. S, sir.
She loves me. Okay, please break down the word loves.
Love plus S.
Love
Plus
Love
us.
is a predicate.
Love
Love
me.
becomes sub.
Okay,
Finite.
make it negative. Make it in the.
She doesn't love
Okay.
He doesn't love
Ah,
you.
She
so-
doesn't.
Then you have
Oh
does
my God,
here.
does.
She's the
Automatically
Oh my
you.
God, does.
Okay, so the
Does.
finite
Here.
is
that.
Did.
Hey, do.
does.
Yes.
Does. The finite
Oh,
is does. The
Does.
predicator
Oh,
is
this one do.
love.
Yeah, please.
Oh.
This one do.
Oh.
You have it.
Never think
Oh.
about that, sir. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It appears when you change it into negative or
Oh,
interrogative.
I see.
Then
Oh, I
automatically you find the does. That's why when you confirm you are going to make sure that you came yesterday, and then everyone doesn't believe you. Okay, so you make sure that
Yeah,
I did come yesterday.
I did come yesterday.
I did love you. Biasa begitu sir. I do love
I
you.
do love you.
Yeah, do you?
I do love you.
Okay.
She does love me. She does love me. When you have the does and then love, not loves anymore.
Mm.
Correct? Okay, so
Yes,
you
sir.
have do here.
Okay.
Please
Do.
do submit
Meet.
your revised
yeah, yeah.
proposal before Friday. But it is ellipsis. So you don't need to say the do here. Okay, but if you suggest a negative way, don't submit your revised. Automatically you have the don't. Correct. Do not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the finite here. Okay, number three, it's a finite. What is
Do.
Do.
do? And the
Do.
predicator?
Do.
Predicator?
Do.
Submit.
Predicator is
Submit. Correct.
submit.
Submit.
Yes, correct.
Submit.
Okay, you may go on.
Okay. So, let's another
There's
trial
one
modality.
more exercise
Yeah.
here.
One
It's
more
about the
exercise
modality.
for all of you. Okay. So the first one is students will probably need additional guidance for the multi-modal project. What is the modality of that? What is the modality type? We can answer together.
Probability. First.
The modality type.
Modality type is
Ini
probability.
kayaknya yang number one ini ada dua modals ya. Ada dua modal
Iya.
sini.
Okay. Probability, usuality, apa? The
Probability.
modality type is probability. Okay, and what is the value? Low, medium, or high? Well,
Medium, I think.
High,
Medium.
not high, Pak Hadi. High.
High.
Apa?
There is no g sound. There is no g sound. High.
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 Yeah, okay,
go on.
high. Okay,
This one is medium. I think. Median.
yeah, median.
Mhm.
Of course, that will is show in the median.
Probably.
And what the modality element? Huh? Very good.
And will also the finite, the element, right?
Okay. Right. That's a great. Next, number 2. You must avoid what is this thing? Fudge
Wait.
claims in academic writing.
Obligation.
Obligation,
Okay.
that's great.
Obligation.
How about the
That's great.
value?
High
The
because
value? That's great. But the it's the modality element?
must.
Must, that's right. It's the
That's right.
finite.
The finance. Okay. Number 3. The lecturers often encourage students to justify their arguments.
Mm,
What about the modality type in here?
This is often usually.
Usuality.
Usually, that's great.
Usuality.
And how about the
Okay.
value?
Medium.
How about the
The
value?
medium one.
Median.
Medium.
Medium. Okay, that's great.
Medium.
And how about the element?
Often.
Often.
After, wow!
Often.
I
Oh.
think you are at the first rank here, miss. My God. Okay,
My
then
It seems that you presented us the clear. Presentation.
Wow, Mr. Hadi.
Okay.
The presentation is so clear.
Yes.
That's great.
Yay. Okay, what about the last
Okay.
question? You really should check the theme rim pattern in your discussion section. What is the modality type?
Obligation.
Obligation, of course.
Obligation to.
Okay, what is the
It's-
value?
What about the value here?
Value here.
Medium because should.
Medium.
Okay.
Median.
Median. That's great.
Keren. Oh, but the element.
Should.
Should.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
great, miss.
That's great. You master it. Okay.
Should.
Wow.
So that is so fun when we break down
can
this.
master
sentence.
You get the
Only
reward
master
after this. I'll give you the candy.
Go
Okay,
back to number
let's
3,
go.
everyone. Okay,
Okay.
go back to number 3. How about this the
Okay.
modality element? Go back to number 3.
Okay.
Often.
The lecturers
Number three.
Teachers
often
often
encourage.
encourage students.
Often.
Okay.
Encourage
And what is the modality element?
Usually, teacher.
Usually.
Usually
Number
they.
three. Number three. No. Modality
No.
element. Which? What is the modality element here?
Often.
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 Often what? Not just only often, but
Justify.
Just
No.
because.
ellipsis. Ellipsis. This is element.
Ellipsis.
This is ellipsis.
Oh.
So you don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. Do, that's right.
Okay, okay.
Often do.
Oh.
Often do.
Ellipsis.
Often do, yeah,
Often do. There is no. Yeah, you don't have it here, but automatically.
Okay.
Make it.
Ellipsis.
So often do, not just only often, but often do.
Just do the problem.
Often do.
Yeah. But how about if only lecturer, not lecturers?
Does.
Ah.
Yeah.
Does.
Often does. Sometimes you say often.
Yes.
Often.
Often.
does.
It's the ellipsis,
Often.
yes, sir.
That's an ellipsis.
That's an
right?
ellipsis.
Yeah. Ellipsis.
It's,
Okay,
it
you mean
can show when. Yeah. Okay.
when changing in the negative. Mm-mm.
When changing in negative, yeah, that show the.
Yeah, so you will see automatically.
Okay, so let's move into from mood to theme. That can be explained with my partner, Miss Nurina
Therefore,
Fitria. Miss Pipit, time is yours.
Okay, time is mine. Okay, Mr. Sohan, before I go on, I'd like to clarify one quick thing about the sequence of the topics. In most textbooks, especially Holiday and Thompson, theme rim usually comes before mood. Is that right? But for this presentation, I intentionally switched the order. It's the reason is very simple and pedagogical. Mood is much easier to recognize visually, I guess. So especially the subject and the finite stands out clearly. So
Yes, correct. Okay, go on.
okay. All right. Okay. All right, friends. Now we move into the transition point. So far, we've been exploring interpersonal meaning, how language help us interact, express the stance, necessity, obligation, or attitude. All right. So basically, everything up to this point explains how we position ourselves in. Mulai masuk ke layer berikutnya ya. It's about the textual meaning. Yeah, this is realized through theme and rhyme, and it focuses on how information is arranged so that the message becomes clear, connected, and easy to follow. If interpreting answers, how do we interact?
Putus-putus ya.
Textual answers organized dengan memilih frame, you can see how writers choose to place first, and how ideas. So after this slide, we'll begin exploring the theme and the rhyme, how information is sequenced and developed, of course, and how this contributes to clear, cohesive academic writing. Okay, now let's go to the next slide, please, Mr. Hadi. So what is theme? Yeah, all right. Now we move into the textual meta function here. And the first thing we look at is theme. Yeah, so theme itu basically the starting point of the clause. So the part that the writer chooses to put first. It's like the writer saying, okay, understand here. So holiday, theme, as setting the person like the angle the writer wants to see first. Yeah, and after that, everything that follows in the everything that follows is read all the new important information that completes the message. So it's simply how the clouds moves. Like this. So oh my god.
Bunur, your connection, internet connection is quite.
Why does
what
it
is it?
matter?
Bunur, you may move a bit. Move-
So why does
move-
it matter?
Move a bit. On and off.
Masih
On
bisa
and off.
kedengeran?
Okay, you may. Okay, you just move a
Really?
bit left or yeah. On and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why does it matters? Because it says how information unfolds it in a text. Yeah, it tells us what the writer wants to highlight, and it helps the reader follow the flow easily. Jadi kadang-kadang orang tuh kayak bingung ngebedainnya gitu loh. Jadi tim rim sama mood, but actually they work together. Mood helps us see how the speaker interacts, and theme helps us see how the message is organized. Is it clear, sir?
Okay, go on beforehand.
Okay,
Before
so the
your voice
idea
is
is
your voice is on and off. Your voice
my voice
intermittent.
is what?
Yeah, intermittent. On
On and off.
On off. Yeah, intermittent. Putus. But okay, you may move a bit left or right, up to you. Move your laptop or just move it a bit. Move it. Your laptop or your what is it? Okay. So to catch the clear internet connection.
Just move it your.
Okay, just go on.
Very good.
Okay. So it's like this. Theme gives us the starting point, and rim gives us the story. Is that clear? Okay. So in SFG, rim completes whatever the theme introduces. Kalau tim itu kan kayak jalan masuknya, ya. Jadi tim itu kayak jalan masuknya. Jadi rim itu isi pesannya, the explanation, the details, the development, ya. Okay, so some key things to remember about rim, it always comes after the theme. It carries new or elaborated information. It pushes the message forward, and it works together with theme to create one meaningful unit. Masih putus-putus ya.
Okay, well, okay.
So basically,
That's good.
So basically, theme is what are we talking about, and rim is what are we saying about it. Okay, together they make the close flow, yeah, and they help us see how writers organize ideas in academic texts. It's simple, but once you get it, you start seeing how beautiful texts are structured, and itu yang bikin analisis theme rim jadi fun sih sebenarnya. Let's take a look to the next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, let's see. Now let's look at some theme rim examples. So the concepts here, I'm showing a few sentences that demonstrate how writers choose what to put first, okay, and how the rest of the clause develops the idea. If we look at the verse example here, in recent linguistic studies, this is the theme, of course. Yeah, it sets the context. You see that it sets the context, tells the reader we are talking within the field of linguistic studies. And the RIM, and then the RIM. Let's take a look at the RIM. Researchers have emphasized the rise of multimodal communication. So the new information, the key point is placed in the RIM. It's like RIM opening the door. Kayak RIM itu bukain pintunya, and RIM bring the message. Jadi RIM itu bawa pesennya, seperti itu. It's just like that. And the second example, the current government policy, and that's of course the theme, and the RIM explains the consequence, has intensified debates on social inequality. Yeah, so here theme identifies the topic, and RIM tells the impact. Okay. Is it still putus-putus, sir? Intermittent? Okay. If we move to the third one, things that, and the as this is typical in academic, of course. Yeah, theme introduces something already known or mentioned, and the RIM adds the significant insight. Okay, so next example.
May I interrupt,
While
ma'am?
economic,
May I interrupt a little bit about your examples?
yes,
Sorry, the first sentence you tried to set up with comma, I think. In recent linguistic studies, comma, okay, that's separate then. And after that, researcher
Oh,
function as
okay.
subject.
Thank
What
you
about
so
the second
much.
sentence?
Thank you.
I think the comma doesn't need
Yes.
here. What do you think then? Comma is not needed here. The current government policy,
What do you
function
think,
as
sir?
a subject and has
Did I make
become-
mistake?
I think the second sentence and the third sentence, right? What do you think then?
The current government policy. Yeah.
So
comma
without
has-
comma, I think. Without comma, right?
Okay.
Mm-mm.
What do you think, Mr. Sulhan? There's the expert here.
No.
Wait a bit. So no. Okay, which one? I don't catch the point. Pak Toto, what is it the problem here?
No, I mean it's about the construction, sir. Yeah. Look at this one, the examples. Yeah. Example number one.
Which one is the example?
Example number one. In recent linguistic studies, comma is needed here because to set up, and also the rest will be logical, right? Yeah, researcher have this a subject for agreement. What about the second sentence, like the current government policy, comma, and I think comma is not needed here because the policy function as a subject of the sentence. Yeah,
Okay.
things like that, and also the
To solve the problem,
So I don't need to put the comma then.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bunur, to solve the problem, you make it in a one full
line.
sentence
Very
first.
good in one line. Yeah.
And then you
can see.
break down it. You break down. When you make it in one sentence fully, and then you will see that you don't need the comma here.
Okay.
Okay, so make it in recent linguistic studies, but Pak Toto, maybe Punur and Pak Hadi here is going to explain that there are two parts.
Yeah. Two
Theme
parts.
and
Yeah,
RIM.
I made
But
mistake.
anyway,
Actually,
yeah.
there wasn't supposed to
but
be
anyway-
a comma. Yeah, there wasn't supposed to be a comma, sir.
You don't need it. You don't need
Okay.
it. So we don't need the comma here because the
Okay.
full sentence will be in recent linguistic studies. Researchers have emphasized and so on and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
Second sentence.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Or
Thank you.
Or you may move it. You may move it in the end of a sentence. Then the theme and rim will be changing. Yeah.
I see.
Anyway, if you say researchers have emphasized the rise of multimodal communication
Multimodal
in
communication.
in recent linguistic studies, so the rim and the theme will be changing.
Oh, I see.
So which one is
Okay.
the emphasis? Which one is more important? Which one is the most important information to be given, to be shared, or to be delivered? Then that's the theme, and then the rest
Yeah.
will be the rim. But anyway, please go on first. Yeah.
Okay.
You may
Thank
continue.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, should we go to the next slide? Mr. Hadi, just go to the next slide. Okay, now let's see the theme in different clause types. Okay, we see, let's look at how theme works in different clause type, because theme isn't always the same depending on the structure. This slide basically helps us see that different clauses types have different default themes. So first, in declarative clauses, theme is typically the subject. So this is the most common and unmarked pattern. For example, technology has transformed classroom. Technology has transformed classroom interaction. Okay. Now for WH theme. Yeah. That's why whenever we ask something beginning with why, what, or how, the question word itself becomes the point of departure. For example, why do students prefer multimodal tasks? The rest forms. So next, for yes, no interrogative, the structure shift. The finite usually moves to the front. Yeah, so the finite. So it becomes the interpersonal theme. For instance, does this approach improve learner autonomy? Here, the theme is does. Yeah, because that's the first element guiding the interaction. Okay, then we have imperative. In commands, the theme can be the predicator or the effect subject you. Okay, let's take a look at the example here. Consider the impact of audience awareness. Consider the impact of audience awareness. The theme here is consider, because that's what the speaker places first to direct the action. And lastly, we have marked themes where a circumstantial element, adjunct or dependent clause is placed first on purpose. This is used when the writer wants to highlight a context or angle before the main idea. Okay, for example, in multimodal conversations, students negotiate meaning differently. So the theme is multimodal compositions. The theme is multimodal compositions, and the rest becomes the rim. So overall, its clause type has its own logic for choosing what comes first. And once we're aware of these patterns, we can read text more strategically and write with much clearer organization. I hope so. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please, Mr. Hadi. Okay, now we are going to talk about types of theme. Yeah? Here we look at how theme can play different roles in a clause. Yeah, we have three main types. Yeah, textual theme, interpersonal theme, and topical theme. Okay, the first one is the textual theme. Textual theme connects the clause to the surrounding text. It's like the organizer. It helps the clause fit into the flow of the paragraph.
Barusan ada kirim bang, coba cek deh.
Pak Rich, mute. Pak Rich.
Mr. Rich.
Mute your mic. Okay, go. Next.
So, the textual theme, it's like the organizer. It really helps the clause fit into the flow of the paragraph. On the slide, you can see examples like and, but, however, therefore, in addition, as a result, and so on. These words come before the main message and prepare the reader. If we look at the sample clause in the last column, however, students still prefer face-to-face discussion. Here, however, is the textual theme. It signals contrast with the previous sentence. Then, students is the topical theme, and still prefer face-to-face discussion is the rhyme. Okay, so one clause can have more than one theme, first and then topical. Yeah, and second, interpersonal theme. The second one is the interpersonal theme. Interpersonal theme shows the writer's attitude or the interactive role with the reader. Ini yang bikin kalimat kayak terasa lebih personal gitu loh, kayak lebih bersikap gitu, ya kan? So on the slide we have elements like modal adjuncts. It's like probably, certainly, command adjuncts, frankly, honestly, our vocative like students, teachers, colleagues, ya kan? And finites in questions, do, are, will, supposed to be at the beginning, yeah. For the question, they are supposed to be at the beginnings. Okay, let's take the examples. In this sample clause column, probably teachers need more support in multimodal tasks. Probably is the interpersonal theme. Speaker's judgment, yeah. Teachers is the topical theme. Honestly, many students struggle with digital reading. Honestly, shows attitude. Again, interpersonal theme. Students, please review your assignment guidelines. Okay, here, students is a vocative. So it functions as interpersonal theme. Okay, now, do learners prefer multimodal tasks? It's a question. Yes, no question. Do is the finite at the beginning, of course. So it works as interpersonal theme in a yes or no question. Or we call it interrogative sentence too. So interpersonal theme is all about stance and interaction, how the writer or speaker positions themselves toward the message and the audience. And the third is about the topical theme. Nah, topical theme is the main experiential content, the participant, process, or circumstance that starts the clause. Yeah, this is usually what the clause is all about. Okay, in the table, examples of elements are things like students, teachers, multimodal learning. This framework or circumstance like in digital classrooms, if they come first, yeah. Look at the example clause here. Multimodal learning encourages richer meaning making. Multimodal learning is the topical theme. It's the starting point of the message. And the rest, encourages richer meaning making, is the rhyme. So, kalau kita rangkum sedikit ya, textual theme itu kayak organizes the flow, ya, kayak however, therefore, ya, something like that. And interpersonal theme itu shows attitude, like atau relationship, like probably, honestly, ya kan. Kalau topical theme introduce the main content, like students, teacher, yeah, and so on. So understanding these types help us see not only what comes first, but why the writer chooses the element as the starting point of the clause. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please, Mr. Hadi. Now we move to multiple, or sometimes we call it as complex theme. Yeah. Basically, this happens when one clause has more than one theme, or not just one, yeah, and it has a fixed order. And this is important. The textual theme, interpersonal theme, and then topical theme. Yeah, the topical theme is the main theme. The others are additional layers in front of it. So only the topical theme is obligatory. Dia itu yang paling wajib. Dia harus ada, ya. The textual and the interpersonal are only the optional. They are only the optional. Yeah. So let's look at the example in the table here. Let's see the first row. let's see the first row. Yeah, we start with however. However, yeah, that is a textual theme. Yeah, connecting to close back to the previous idea. And then di sini juga kita pakai frankly, that is an interpersonal thing. Jadi digabung tuh. However, frankly, ya, expressing sentence or attitude ya. Kalau frankly itu kayak expressing sentence or attitude. Then the actual message begin with the results. Okay, that's the topical theme. The topical theme because it is the main participant, yeah, and everything after that is the rhyme. What the writer wants to tell us about the result. So the structure becomes, however, the textual, frankly, the interpersonal, and the result is the topical. And after that, we relate this statement to previous information. We add stance, then we state the main point. Okay, so let's move to the second row. We only have probably. So here we only see we only see an interpersonal theme ya berarti ya at the front, and then we have teachers at the topical theme, and rhyme follows, describing their action or condition, of course. And the last row shows a different combination. Di sini ada different combination. Here we start with in addition that clearly function as a textual theme. It signals that this clause adds more information. Then we go straight to this framework, which becomes the topical themes. Jadi frameworknya di sini topical theme. Now remember, topical theme is obligatory. Yeah. So the important idea is, even though more than one element is placed before the main theme is still the first experiential element, participant, process, or circumstance. Multiple theme is very useful in writing. Why? Because it helps us connect ideas smoothly. It also express stance politely and academically, and it also can lead us towards the real message. Yeah. So actually, when you want to sound cohesive and persuasive in academic writing, adding textual and sometimes interpersonal themes before the main theme is a simple strategy that it can make your writing clearer, or maybe it can make your writing more connected to, and of course more academical. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Woo. Okay. Now let's go patterns. Okay, alright. Sekarang kita masuk ke sini ya. This part is really important. Why? Because it shows how theme move across sentences to build cohesion and a clear flow in a text. Yeah. So it's basically about how writers arrange. Thank you, Miss Husno. Yeah. So it's basically about how writers arrange their ideas from sentence to sentence, so reader don't get lost. Yeah, it's actually let's look at the three main pattern. Yeah, the first one is about the constant theme. Oh my God. In this pattern, the same, what's wrong with you? The same theme is repeated in several clauses. Yeah, it's like the writer wants the reader to stay with one topic consistently. Okay, for example, online learning offers flexibility. It also increases autonomy. Online learning can be replaced by personal pronoun it ya. Boleh kita pakai it lagi aja. You don't have to repeat online learning like this twice ya. I made mistake. So you can see the theme online learning stays the same, but the rhyme changes. Yeah, this creates a stable topic and very high coherence. It feels steady, like we're staying in one line. Yeah, and then we go to linear progression. Here, the rhyme of the first sentence become the theme of the next. It's like passing the baton in a relay race, kayak lomba lari estafet. Jadi kayak lomba lari estafet kayak gitu loh. Jadi contohnya, for example, multimodal text improve comprehension. Then the next sentence starts with the rhyme. This improved comprehension helps students learn deeper. Nah, kalau kita di sini jadi kayak ya benar kayak semacam lomba lari estafet ya kan. So the idea develops step by step. This pattern creates a logical progression, very suitable for academic writing or arguments where you build reasoning gradually. And then we have split or derived theme. In this pattern, you start with one overarching idea, a hyper theme, and from that several related themes come out. For example, the hyper theme is digital literacy requires multiple skills. From this, we get critical thinking improve evaluation. Skills support digital tasks. So one big idea branches into subtopics. This pattern is great when you want to explain complex concepts or organize information under one umbrella. Ella, umbrella. Okay, why this matter? Why do you think this matter? When we understand thematic progression, we can see first how writers maintain the cohesion. Second, how they guide the reader logically, and how arguments are built in an organized flow. And of course, in academic writing, especially in research or essays, this is essential. Holliday and Thompson really highlight this. So basically, thematic progression helps us not only understand text better, but also write more clearly and persuasive. This is for doing the article.
The last.
My friends, Gandete.
Benar, Pak Hadi, time is going to up. Iya, mantap. Okay, anyway, is there any other slides? But the time is not
there.
enough.
Sir?
Okay, but
I have so many topics.
yeah, theme is quite interesting to discuss, and then many things. But anyway, we can simplify this discussion, and then but the time is now going. So you have to continue to the next session. But anyway, okay. So the rest, let your friends learn themselves, and then what is it? Yeah,
It's already 8 o'clock then.
That's but quite clear. So by showing the examples, then we can get the clearer discussion and explanation through the examples. But I think thank you so much, Bu Nur and Pak Hadi. So you provide us quite interesting materials today, and then I was
Thank you
just
so much.
sending you in the group. In the WA group, first of all, we should thank to Bu Nur and Pak Hadi. Thank you so much for the material. And then I give you for your exercise. I just sent the four examples of 4 sentences in the group. Just check your WA group. Okay, your WhatsApp group, and what you have to do is getting the theme and what is the rhyme. No, one example. Okay, so please just go to the. Can you also open your WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Yeah, already.
Yes,
Oh, already. Okay.
of course.
So one example.
Student.
One
The
example.
students
Number
who
one.
have been number one. The
So which
students who
one is the
have
theme?
been
Correct. Okay. So which one is the theme?
The
The
student.
theme is the
students.
students
The
the theme is the
who have been
student.
preparing carefully for the final examination over the past. So the theme is the students.
Make up.
Read it first.
Students.
Read it first. Read and feel it.
The students who
Read
have been
first and feel
preparing
it.
carefully for the final examination over the past 2 months past.
The students who have been.
Huh?
Ah?
The
Why
students who have
stopping?
been prepared. This one is adjective clause.
The rim is past. The rim is past.
Yeah, the rim is past, and then the rest is the
Theme.
The theme. The theme. Oh, Pak Toto, you are correct. So, okay, the theme here is quite long
Students
phrases.
who have been
Let me try the
The
second one,
students
sir.
who have been preparing carefully for the
Sampai-
final examination of for the
Until
past 2
2
months.
Yeah,
sampai
that's
months, sampai months,
Sampai months.
sampai months ya sir.
And then
Sampai
the
months.
rim is past.
Mm-mm.
Itu. Jadi rimnya hanya past. Kalau begitu number 2
right. Was approved.
was approved, itu the rim.
Was
Udah,
approved.
gitu dong. Itu. Nomor 3
The lecture was
inspires. Yes.
Inspires the rim.
Approved.
Yes.
Oke,
betul.
jadi theme-nya sampai meeting ya.
Theme tuh bisa very long. Theme ya, bisa very long. Jadi jangan terkecoh. Jangan terkecoh, jadi bisa panjang, bisa, but sometimes yang diskusi-diskusi barusan itu theme-nya very simple. Begitu kan? Jadi biasanya di awalnya probably, no, very very short. Tapi ini I want to show to you that theme can be quite long.
ya.
Begitu,
Quite long.
quite long. Jadi rimnya justru malah yang pendek.
Iya, kan?
Rimnya yang pendek. Oke. Oke, anyway, thank you so much. Quite interesting. Ini menarik sekali. Ini yang
Yes, we
I
cannot
will take
imagine
it.
how is our UPMs.
I will take from your slides. Okay, no worries. No worries, gampang. Semuanya gampang nanti. Pokoknya soal itu nggak boleh yang susah-susah. Yang penting upayakan students bingung gitu aja.
Jangan
No.
dong, sir.
Kidding, Pak Haji. Sorry.
Jangan dong.
Kidding. Tidak boleh. Okay, anyway, thank you so much, everyone. It's quite interesting. Much and we still have how many meetings for the rest?
2 meetings more.
For the rest?
3 meetings.
Two
Two meetings,
Two meetings
and then
more.
in the
2
end,
meetings more.
in the end will be offline.
Offline.
Alright.
Offline.
In the end,
Yes.
19.
offline. Oh,
19.
yes. I can wait it.
December.
I can wait it. Okay, good. So you should continue to the next session. Then I should be leaving. And then thank you so much, everyone.
Have you ever seen the rain? 'Cause I wanna know. Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day?